Welcome to another episode of our channel. In this video, we'll discuss why the United States Air Force is pushing Congress to approve increasing the B-21 bomber fleet from the current 100 to nearly 150 aircraft. In an era of global tensions, like the recent Midnight Hammer operations targeting nuclear facilities in Iran, the importance of a robust bomber fleet has never been more evident. The United States Air Force bombers, like the veteran B-1B Lancer, B-2 Spirit, and B-52 Stratofortress, play a vital role in deterrence. But these models, although impressive in many ways, are seen as aging in the United States. Hence the need to develop a new aircraft like the B-21 Raider, a bomber that not only represents an evolution in stealth, but also in range, payload, and avionics. With a clear focus on confronting emerging threats from powers like China, the B-21 Raider is the cornerstone of a new generation of stealth bombers, designed to excel in extreme combat conditions. In terms of design, the B-21 is considerably smaller than its predecessor, the B-2 Spirit, which at first glance might seem like a limitation. But this size reduction brings a series of advantages, such as the ability to reduce its radar signature, making it harder to detect by long-range radar systems. The 15% reduction in wingspan compared to the B-2 not only makes the bomber harder to track on radar, but also improves fuel efficiency, allowing it to cover even greater distances. The radar's intercontinental range is one of the most attractive features of the bomber, as it can infiltrate enemy territories undetected, complete its mission and return with relative safety without requiring large tanker fleets. Moreover, the B-21 incorporates modular systems that guarantee it great flexibility, meaning that as new technologies are developed, the aircraft can be quickly upgraded to incorporate these advances. Despite many of the B-21 specifications still being classified, what we know already shows it will be a true 21st century war machine. It could even, according to some sources, fly without a pilot, like a gigantic unmanned bomber drone. A highly positive feature, considering the possibility of strikes against heavily defended areas where there's a real risk of being shot down. The global geopolitical scenario has been changing rapidly in recent years, and the need for strategic bombers capable of projecting power anywhere on the planet has become even more urgent. Powers like China and Russia have been heavily investing in their military capabilities, and in response, the United States needs to ensure its Air Force is equipped with the best technologies to counter these new threats. The growing tension with China, especially in the Pacific, and the renewed threats from Russia in Eastern Europe, it has become clear the US will need an even more robust Air Force. And in this context, the B-21 becomes not just a new bomber, but a crucial element in the strategy for nuclear deterrence and containment of increasingly advanced adversaries. As I mentioned, although the US operates bombers like the B-1B, B-2, and B-52, these models are approaching their end of life. The B-1, for example, is an old model developed during the Cold War, and the B-52 is over 70 years old and cannot be deployed against adversaries with modern and advanced defenses. They are still effective in many scenarios, and in fact, the B-52 is expected to continue flying for many more decades. Dedicated to the mission of launching very long-range cruise missiles, thus staying well clear from enemy defenses. But these planes do not have the stealth capabilities needed to operate in a highly contested environment, like would be expected in a confrontation with powers like China or Russia. Therefore, the need for a large fleet of B-21 bombers is evident, as highlighted by Major General Jason Armagost of the United States Air Force, who said that the number of bombers needed to ensure an effective campaign force is much larger than the initially planned 100. The expansion to at least 145 bombers is essential for the United States to maintain a robust and versatile strategic presence. The importance of increasing the fleet goes beyond just the need for quantity. It's about ensuring that the United States has the necessary flexibility to respond to multiple simultaneous threats in different parts of the world. The increase in the B-21 fleet also reflects a change in the defense concept. It's no longer just about having a strong air force, but having the ability to project power precisely and massively, with aircraft that can operate in environments where enemy defenses are increasingly sophisticated. The B-21, with its advanced stealth and modularity, will be the backbone of this new strategic approach, allowing the U.S. to maintain its air superiority and deterrence capability in an increasingly multipolar world. Additionally, the fleet increase is also related to the lower payload capacity of the B-21 compared to the B-2. From what can be estimated, the B-21 will have up to 50% less payload capacity. This means that a mission like Midnight Hammer against Iran, which involved 7 B-2 bombers, would require at least 14 B-21 bombers. In geopolitical terms, if China continues expanding its military capabilities in the Pacific, and if Russia continues its aggressive stance in Eastern Europe, the U.S. Air Force will need not only advanced aircraft but also a high number of them. The B-21 Raider represents a vital part of the transition to a new era in U.S. military aviation. But all of this will be worthless if there isn't operational availability, hence the interest in further increasing the size of its fleet. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now and hit the notification bell to not miss any news.